It's Carrie Palmer. All I know is Monday, March 16th is on a Monday, and that is the day that I'm holding a press conference. I'm holding a media event, a circus, a shit show. I don't know what it's called. Here's how my life works, and this is where my life is so different from yours. Yes, I've been in hell for a few years. I'll be talking about that a lot. But I'm out. I'm in a very amazing space. I had the most amazing fun night last night, and I can't and I do not plan anything. I was summoned, and I surrendered, and in that process they took me away from everybody and I disappeared from everyone. And I was summoned to Mount Shasta, where eventually I wrote The Bridge. And now I'm out of Mount Shasta. The house have new people living in it. They have no idea what went on there. It's all in the book. So I had to go through hell, but I learned everything I needed to know to come out on the other side. And it's all written, it's documented, it's evidence that I recorded over those years about who we are, why we're here, and why we are so upside down and backwards. It's like it all came through me. I couldn't have made it up. And when you read it, you'll be like, oh. So I will be talking about this stuff as I tour the world. I'll be sharing what I learned over the course of this time. You won't believe any of it, but you'll start hearing it. It'll start making sense. It'll piece together, and you'll be like, oh God, where? I mean, you guys, it all makes so much sense. We've just done things so differently that it's all we know, is this differently that we like to do. I've had a long conversation with God, and I made it very clear. I will not go to March 17th, which would be the beginning of year 5 of isolation. And so I'm like, we've got to do this now. So March 16th, I'm going to be doing a talk in Medford. I have absolutely no idea where. Not a clue. I don't care, because all of the players and everything that needs to happen for this are going to show up. You guys, I send emails, I send things, and then I move on. Everything that is in alignment with it will appear. The location, the media, the person, the helpers, everything shows up. The work is already done. And trust me, after what I've been through, the work is done. You'll understand when you realize what it's like to surrender fully. And nobody has to go through what I went through. That's the big thing. I went through it so I could receive this book and explain to you why we're so messed up and what we're supposed to be doing. And it all makes so much sense. Neil Donald Walsh all said it before, but he's busy being ego Donald and posting the strangest, most cryptic things for his followers. It's like, let's have a talk about what God really wants. So I'm coming out on the 16th, and I did a big blast. I made memes yesterday, and today I was told post here, post there, post there, and I have, saying I'm coming out, location to be determined, and then I went out to breakfast. I don't think, and I will never think, the players will all show up. So on the 16th, I recommend you be there if you can. If you've known me ever, you need to see me now, because you won't even know me. And I won't know you, so you don't have to worry about that. I don't have any conversation to have one-on-one. I have a lot to unpack. And so I will stand before the media and explain what happens to a human body when you remove yourself completely from humans and words and the news and beliefs. When you completely remove yourself in isolation for 4 solid years, what do you think would happen to your body? What do you think would happen to you? So I'll be sharing this. 4 years, imagine a week. You couldn't do it a week. You couldn't do what I did, and that's why I did it. I did it for all of you. And so you get to get from your place of hell or where you're feeling icky and immediately step into the next space, because I can show you how. I went through it so you don't have to. So it's going to explain how you go from there to here. And that's why I'm going to be building centers all over the world for people to just leave that store. It's going to be like, I want to kill myself. Oh, I'll just go to the center. And you walk in, the programming is erased instantly. You remember who you are. And then you walk out the other side and you live your life. So yeah, no, we're not holding anybody to anything. We just want people to find us. So yeah, March 16th, I don't know where it'll show up. And I am told to post when I'm told. When I post things, usually I'm brought to something that I'm supposed to see, that I'm supposed to comment on. And then I go back about unpacking or whatever else they have me doing. My life is not mine. It hasn't been I surrendered 9 years ago. I looked up and I said, my life isn't working. I give it to you. And instantaneously, when you surrender and you mean it, the voice said, go that way. When you hear a voice instantly tell you what to do, you never check back in with the brain to see what it might think. Because you know. And that's who's been operating this bus for a very long time. I'm an earth agent for God. I'm connected to all that is. We all are. I just let go of that story and I followed the spiritual journey all the way to the end because there is one. Who'd have thunk? I certainly didn't. I was with all these people on the journey. And then I found all these people who are big leaders, who are in the news and they're on TV, and there's a lot of ego involved in that. It's so hard. I don't think you can get to this space that I got to. And that's why I wrote my books. I published some, but nobody knows I'm breathing. Because if I plugged into that world, I would not be able to finish this journey. And that's where I did finish it. I've written beautiful stories and books about it, how to get here. 2 are published. I recommend you read them. Especially Man is Running His Own Nest. It's published. It is the prequel to The Bridge, and it's powerful. It explains why your president is the way he is, because I was married to a man just like that. They don't know that they're trampling on us because that's how they're raised. We're just the pond scum. We're the bottom of the earth. They don't know that the helpers are actually human too. It's sad, but that's the world you live in. So March 16th, I'm coming out. I'm no longer in the closet. I'll start traveling, and I'm in my little place that I will be, I think, happy in, as my little fortress, till I start building the center. You can't know what it's been like. The isolation is very tolerable because when you go out around people and you hear them open their mouth, you need to go back into isolation. But it's the receiving of the bridge and the experience I had to have. And it makes so much sense why we're the way we are. But I had to go through it. I signed up for it. I volunteered for this before I was born. I did. And you volunteered for some really big stuff too. You're so stuck in a story, you don't even have a clue what it is. Step out of your story, go to nature, go to my centers, and you'll find out. You'll remember who you are because you do have a fabulous story. All right, I'm out.